Hi everyone, this is Marie Manucherry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Today I wanted to talk to you about something I kind of figured out rather recently. One of the perks about teaching is you discover things about yourself or the way you work. And I teach a lot about intuition and psychic ability and vibration. So I'm always learning about things that perhaps I may naturally do. Perhaps I was cued years ago by a spirit guide because they have been great teachers for me in the multisensory world. But then I kind of forget about it, or it seems so benign in a way, yet it is very important. So today we're going to be talking about the type of feeling sensation that can overcome you, although it might be so slight you would ignore it, that is a cue from the other side that they're here to talk to you, to communicate with you, to have a connection with you. They might even be answering a question that you asked months ago. And that cue kind of feels like, I describe it an auric feeling. For me, I feel very giddy and energized, joyful. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just feel this delicious, giddy energy inside of my body. And that is my aura feeling. It's my aura talking to me saying, hey, the multisensory world is nearby. This is a perfect moment to have a chat. Pay attention. Some people may feel goosebumps all over their body. They may feel a chill. They may feel heaviness. They might feel tingling. All of those are normal. Having some sort of physiological response to the multisensory world connecting with you is healthy and normal. I mean, you do need a cue. You do need to know, oh, something's happening. It's different than what I was experiencing 5 or 10 minutes ago. I need to pay attention. And you do, because the universe is here to guide you. Your higher self is very involved in your lifetime here on planet Earth. And you do need a reminder when it's time to pay attention and it's time to listen. So the next time that happens to you, go somewhere quiet. Get away from everyone else if you happen to be with family or friends or at work. Go someplace private. Make sure you have a pad of paper and a pencil. And be ready to be alerted to new information or answers to information that you've been wanting to have for a long time. Sometimes our body, our circumstances, we're just not ready to receive information. And sometimes our consciousness isn't ready. People believe all kinds of interesting things. And until we begin to pry the door of our consciousness, we're not always ready to hear what the universe has to tell us. Many times I've told students in the past who are learning to perfect their intuitive craft and work with clients that they may say something to someone and that person does not like it at all. They might even be angry at them because maybe they're the first person or the second person to say something to a client that they have a lot of resistance to. Or you could be the 10th person to say the very same thing, and by the 10th time comes around, they think you're amazing. But each one of those moments are incredibly important. So your guides are going through the same thing with you. They've been talking to you from the moment you were conceived. They've been sharing information with you, and many humans aren't even wanting information from the multisensory world. They don't care about it at all. To them, it's not a concern. For everyone else who is hoping to gain insight into the multisensory world, then I want you to start paying attention to this physiological shift, although it might be slight, but it can be sudden and it's noticeable. If you hang out in your body or you become present with yourself, it will be a noticeable experience. But again, it's not yelling. The universe doesn't yell, doesn't scream, doesn't say scary things, doesn't say, hey, go sit down and take notes. It doesn't talk like that. When you hear or feel that kind of vibration, that's your ego. And I wouldn't pay attention to it. I would just ignore it and go about your day. So you've had this feeling. I've heard many people describe it as a goosebump kind of a thing, but I don't get that. I get that euphoric joy kind of sensation. You're going to find a quiet place. You're going to sit down. You're going to have paper and pencil or computer, however you like to communicate. And you're going to wait until you start to hear things or see things or feel things. And I want you to take note of everything the way you experienced it. Try not to read into it as you're taking the information down. because it's not going to necessarily make sense until all of the information has been shown to you. So maybe it'll take 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. And hopefully it feels so good that you really let yourself take the time to be in this type of energy. It's a magical moment. It's inspiring to be guided by the divine, and their guidance is accurate and extremely helpful and typically timely. So you definitely want to take note. Once the story stops, or the video or the feelings, or however you're receiving the information, there's no correct way. It doesn't really matter how you absorb insight from the multisensory world. You just want to absorb it. Then, put down the pen or the paper or the laptop, go get some water, take a few moments and to yourself to kind of, and continue to enjoy that energy as you walk about the house or go for a quick walk in the yard, and then come back to the notes that you made. And when you're reading them, don't use your logical mind to decipher them. Think about it this way. The universe knows you extremely well, knows your likes and dislikes, and is going to communicate to you in a way that will harness, Charles agrees, that will harness those likes and dislikes, so that as you look at the images or whatever you wrote down, it's actually very simple. So let's say you hate garbage. I know you would think everybody hates garbage, but some people just don't care. It's just garbage. You just put it off to the side of your driveway and the garbage man comes and picks it up. But let's just say someone just hates garbage. And their spirit guide, the multisensory world, has been communicating to them about something that's really important. Maybe this person wanted to take what they thought was an amazing trip, or they wanted to change jobs, and the universe was communicating to them about that. And then they showed them a pile of garbage. That means, no, don't take that trip right now. Do not change jobs right now. That's a no. So it's important to remember what your likes and dislikes are, especially the ones that are very strong for you. The universe is not a mediocre communicator. It is a direct communicator. And then follow those inferences, follow that guidance, and see what happens, so that you can start to trust your alignment to the multisensory world and acknowledge the auric feeling that comes across you when the multisensory world is near. Okay, good luck. Have a good day. Bye-bye.